Hey there, I'm Lisa MCH, and today I'm going to show you two of my favorite ways to clear up file storage space in Google Drive, or two of my favorite ways to declutter your files. So when you're in Google Drive, you might use a list view. This is a view I like to use. Yours might be different. You might use the grid view that looks like this. It doesn't matter, whichever one you prefer is fine. I'm going to stick with the list view because that's my preference. First, you're going to come up to the gear icon in the top right corner. It's the settings. Click on that and then click on settings again. That's going to bring up this pop-up. You're going to click view items taking up storage. What that's going to do is it is going to go through your entire drive and it's going to organize all of your files by size with the biggest file size at the top. Now, you're going to find a couple of things. You're going to find really big PDFs. This PDF is, I think, over 100 pages long. You're going to find videos and you're also going to find sound files if you have those. Those are generally what take up the most space. And a lot of times when you do this, you will find things you forgot you even had. If you are a teacher, I'm a former high school Spanish teacher. If you're a teacher, you're going to find old student projects that you forgot you even had. If you're a business owner, you're going to maybe find old versions of videos from courses that you have since updated. You might even find some things from courses you have purchased. So you'll be amazed what comes up here. You can then go through them. You either want to delete them if you don't need them, or you want to make sure that they are stored where they need to be. So you're going to want to right click and click on Move To, or the keyboard shortcut. You can click on something and push Z as in zebra on your keyboard. I usually have to push it twice. Doesn't matter if it's a Mac or a PC. And then you can choose the file or the folder where that file needs to be stored. So again, my first favorite way is to get rid of big files. And again, you do that by coming to Settings, clicking on Settings, and clicking View Items taking up storage. Now, my other favorite type of file to get rid of, especially if you're not sure where to start or you have a hard time deleting things, is to get rid of old files. So you can see my drive is actually pretty organized. I'm going to come into something that is maybe not so organized here. Okay, so I finally found a drive in a folder that has some things that just have some files that I can use for this. That's the problem with being organized and being really a minimalist that has very few files. I have a hard time finding example drives. So for this next thing, I like to do it in list view. I think that's easier. I'll show you how to do it in grid view in just a minute. So right here, you're gonna have some kind of date. And if you click this little arrow, your options, it'll probably show last modified, that's the default, last modified by me, or last opened by me. I like last opened by me. This is the last time that I actually clicked on this file and opened it. So I want to see which way this is sorting them. Okay, so right now it looks like this has maybe the most recent ones first. I think so. If you need to reverse the order, to the left of this, there's nothing there, but if you kind of click on, there we go, if you sort of click, this arrow will appear, and that's going to flip the order for you. So it looks like, let me get this the right way. Yeah, it's going to sort, first it's going to sort folders, and then it's going to sort files for you. So I can see the last time that I actually opened this file was February 18th of 2021. If you have a ton of files and you sort them by date last opened, and you haven't really done file cleanup recently, you're probably going to find things that you have not opened in years. And if that's the case, a lot of times it's either things you totally forgot you had and you're thrilled to find them again. Well, if that's the case, move them, right click, do Move To, move it somewhere where you're actually able to find it. Or if you haven't opened it for years, like, oh yeah, I don't need that anymore, delete it, get rid of it. That's a really great way to gain momentum when it comes to decluttering files, and it's a great way to clear file storage space. So again, to review, my two favorite ways to get a quick start for decluttering files and clearing up file storage space is to click on the settings, Oops, this one's a little bit different because I had to switch accounts. Settings, and then click view items taking up storage. And the other way is to do date last opened by me. If you use a grid view, you just have to do one extra step. I guess it's not an extra step, it's a little different. You have to click on name and change that to date last opened by me. And then you will be able to flip things around. The problem is then you can't really see the dates. In order to see the dates like this, you click on one. I just left clicked once to select it. I'm going to click this I up here, like the letter I is in Igloo. Click view details. And I'll move myself out of the way. Here we go. Now I can see the date last opened by me on this was November 3rd of 2021. So I actually think I want to flip these around. If I click this one, this is, now I can see this is February 8th, 2021. So either view works, either the grid view that I'm currently in, or you can click here to switch to the list view, which I really prefer, or you might want to switch to the list view just for this decluttering and then switch back to grid view if that's what you prefer. I hope this has been helpful. If you liked it, drop a comment below and let me know.